Okay, so we've been studying sentences with fragments inside of them in Arabic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we looked at action sentences. Now it's time to look at is sentences.
Okay.
And the good news is sentences are super duper easy. There's no multi-step process to remember. It's just one rule you have to remember. If you remember it, you can work through an is sentence in Arabic.
Okay.
Okay.
Waiting for the catch.
No, there's no catch. So your one rule is the is goes at the first break. And we know what breaks are. We're familiar with that. We've seen a lot of that.
Uh-huh.
So what we're going to go do when we see an is sentence is go through, find your breaks the same way we've been finding breaks, right? Which is looking for connections. And then once you found your break, you know that that's where the is goes. And why are we searching for an is in the first place?
Because the is in Arabic is invisible.
Good. The is in Arabic is invisible. So our only task really is to find the is. And then we can translate.
Okay.
And so where does our is go?
At the first break.
At the first break. One simple rule. Examples? You ready?
Yes.
Okay. So first sentence. بيت رسول الله قريب من المسجد. Work me through this.
Okay. So Beitu is general.
Uh-huh.
Rasuli is also general.
Uh-huh. So what are we going to do with two general nouns?
We look to the third word. If we have general, general, specific, then it is a possessive chain.
Good. It's a possessive chain. So do we have a specific after these two generals?
Yeah, because the word Allah is specific.
Good. So we have a general, general, specific. So here we have a
Possessive chain.
possessive chain.
And then Allahi and Qaribun. Allahi is specific. Qaribun is general. So there's a break.
There's a break there. And what do we know about our break?
That's where our is goes.
Good. When we're working with an is sentence, the is goes at the
First break.
first break.
And we're done.
Well, we know where is goes, but we still want to look at the rest of the sentence because in order to translate the sentence properly, we have to know what our fragments are. So we still want to know what our fragments are, but
So we're still looking for breaks, even though we found our important break.
yeah, we found our important break, right? We know where the is goes. We still want to know, right, what fragments are in the rest of the sentence.
Okay. Qaribun min al-masjidi. So qaribun is not related to min because min is TLDR.
Uh-huh.
And before TLDR, that's one of our easy breaks.
Good.
And then min al-masjidi are connected because it's a TLDR word and it's noun.
Good. Right, so we have two breaks in the sentence, but the is goes at the
First one.
first break. And you can't have two ises in a sentence,
Right.
right? So let's translate that. Beitu Rasulillah, we said, was a
Possessive chain.
possessive chain. So how are we going to translate?
So we do the house of Prophet of Allah.
Okay.
And then we naturalize it by saying Allah's Prophet's house or the house of the Prophet. I guess the house of the Prophet of Allah was fine.
Yeah, either way, the house of Allah's Prophet or the house of the Prophet of Allah is fine. And then what next?
The house of the Prophet of Allah near...
We found our breaks, right? So that we could put a
is at
is,
the first, okay.
right? So we have our first break here, so that's where our
Is goes.
is going to go. So the house of Allah's Prophet
is
right?
close
Is close.
from the masjid.
Is that how you say it in English? Close.
Uh,
Remember, always translate in a way that sounds natural.
close to the masjid.
Good. Close to the masjid.
Even though min means from.
Yeah, you just be flexible with your translation, right? You want your translation to sound natural.
Okay.
So we'll translate it in the way that's normal in English. Easy, eh?
Yeah.
Simple process.
Yeah. Is there a catch? I'm
There's
still
no
waiting for
catch.
the catch. Okay.
You're so suspicious. Okay. Here's a nice classic. Allahu nuru samawati wal
I
ard.
think I know this ayah. So the word Allah is specific
Mm-hmm.
and Nur is general.
Mm-hmm.
So we have our break.
A break. And what goes out our first break?
Is.
Is. So we've already found our is. But we're still going to work through the rest of the sentence.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then Nur is general.
Uh-huh.
As-samawat is specific.
Okay. So that makes
Possessive.
possessive.
And wal ardi. Wa is a connector letter.
Good. And
So-
what did we say about connectors last lesson?
It was it's considered a relationship.
Yeah,
because it's still
considered.
connecting things.
Exactly.
And so that's still part of it. So we only have one break.
We only have one break, right? In translation,
Allah
Allah is. Do you know what word
is
means?
light.
Yeah, light.
Okay, Allah is the light of
And where's the of coming from?
the possessive.
Possessive.
The light of the skies and the earth.
Good. Perfect. The skies and the earth. Are we clear on our process?
Yes.
Easy peasy.